Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, characters of all shapes, sizes, denominations, and genders, welcome to Requested Monday, the show where you decide what I play. And this month, we are playing Terra Invicta, which is a game. This is a game made by the team responsible for the XCOM and XCOM 2 Long War mods. And if you haven't played the Long War mods, imagine having to play for 100+ hours on a single game of XCOM, which you can normally finish in about 10 to 12. And 100+ hours is if you know what you're doing and things go well. So Terra Invicta is by that team. Also, fun fact, Terra Invicta means unconquered land, which I think is kind of an awesome name for a game. But this is definitely an alien invasion game, but it's a weird one, and I don't really know how to play it. So I've played this game for 3 hours. The last time that I played it was probably when it was version 0.2, and now it's up to 0490A. So a lot's changed, and I don't know what any of it means, and this game is actually kind of cool. The basic premise of this is that aliens are real. They have come to Earth, and you have to fight them off. But we are not talking about just going on Earth. We are talking about the entire solar system. Technically, it means unconquered Earth as well, since Terra is another name for Earth. Yes, that's true. 2022 start. There's no other scenarios here. There are multiple factions. There's 8 total factions in the game. The resistance is XCOM. Protect humanity by resisting the alien invasion. Fuck off, leave us alone. And we'll fight you if we have to. Humanity First is aliens need to be absolutely eradicated so that they can never harm us. The Initiative. Aliens are coming, let's take what we can from them so that we can become the undisputed rulers of Earth. The Servants. Hey, aliens are coming, and they're awesome. Let's make sure that everybody serves them. Then they're the easiest challenge, because, you know, that's what the aliens want you to do. The Protectorate. Protect humanity by appeasing the aliens. Hey, aliens, we don't want to be slaves, but we are willing to be servitors or a province or a protectorate. What do we have to do? The Academy. Hey, aliens, you guys are cool, but we're cool too. Maybe we should be allies. Uh-huh. Project Exodus. Let's fuck off out of here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 factions that you can choose from, which means I'm assuming that there's an 8th one that you can't play as. But we're going to go with the Resistance, because the Resistance is resist, alien, submit, exploit, escape, cooperate, destroy, appease. So resist is the resistance, alien... Oh, the aliens are a faction, right. So if you drop this down to 3 faction, then it's resist, aliens, and submit. Does that mean we follow Zoltan? I don't get the reference off the top of my head. Your strategies will take some time to play out, may take more than 100 hours. Both humans and aliens get things done faster without much change in difficulty. Recommended if you want to get to space fairly quickly. Okay, anybody that's played this game, for a stream, should I do long or accelerated? I'm assuming accelerated. Game is long, yes. It's made by the people that made the long game longer. So, of course it's long. But I think in order for us to see what's actually happening. Don't like that. Did I finish Betrayal? Betrayal at Krondor? Is that what you mean? Have I finished that game personally? Yes. Did I finish it on stream? No. Long War is short compared to this from what I've gathered. Alright, we're gonna do Accelerated. And as I said, this is not a game that I have a lot of experience with. I've played it for a total of 3 hours, and it was 2 major version updates ago. Like 3-4 years ago, something like that. Also, this game is still in active development. It is not by any means finished, but you can complete the game.
We remember the day the stars answered, the day we learned we were not alone. As a familiar sun rose on an unfamiliar universe, some of us saw wondrous possibility and others existential danger. The astronomers had insisted that the bright streak in the sky was no natural phenomenon. Most of us didn't really believe them until it burned through our atmosphere and crashed in a remote region, leaving only wreckage and uncertainty. In our ignorance, we fractured, taking refuge in our most primal emotions. Each of us saw what we wanted to see. Everyone loves heroes, depends on them, to save us from evil, lead us through darkness. Problem is, real heroes are always ignored. What no one understands is that being shot at is easy. The hard part is convincing someone they're drowning. Before it's too damn late.
Isn't this like XCOM morphs into Stellaris? Kind of? Welcome to the tutorial for Terra Invicta. This is the beginning of a standard playthrough for the game at the difficulty you selected. The tutorial has 2 primary components, a set of objectives to guide you through key aspects of gameplay. Some of these objectives may take years to accomplish. Specific steps to take to accomplish these objectives appear at the top of the screen. Description, they will appear alongside your regular campaign objectives that move the story along. Description of various elements in the game's interface when you first open them. These will help you understand the various tools. Campaign starts just before the first mission phase. To start playing, either run the clock using the controls in the top right control corner. Okay, so UFO crashes on Earth. An alien vessel has crashed down in the Belém region in Brazil. While the wreckage is unrecoverable, we suspect an alien life form has escaped into the surrounding countryside.
Greetings, Commander. I am pleased to report the Council has appointed you leader of our organization. I am Fiona Iowade, your Chief of Staff. While most of the world is reacting with fascination at the arrival of an alien species on Earth, we represent a small group who believes the aliens' crash landing and disappearance may signify a potential threat. We intend to build an international organization capable of investigating and, if necessary, combating any danger aliens may pose.
So that's kind of why I like the Resistance, because they're like, hey, aliens might be dangerous, and we need to be ready to fight them. But also, we don't necessarily know that we need to fight them.
Our council is made up of some of the Earth's best and brightest. They are capable, connected, and standing by for your orders.
So Counselor missions are the primary way to expand your reach on Earth. Twice a month, the game will enter the mission phase, during which all factions will assign their counselors to missions. Missions may target nations, control points, space facilities, and their counselors. Missions will be resolved in a set sequence in the weeks between mission phases. Defensive missions will trigger before missions that are offensive in nature. While some missions are automatically successful, many are contested and require a success roll.
If we truly face the threat of invasion, we need to start organizing now. We are going to need global cooperation on a never-before-seen scale. I recommend we start tasking our councillors with gaining support in strategic positions of power across the globe.
Control points represent key nodes of political and economic power in a region. They grant access to the nation's resources, control over its funding priorities, and in some cases, command of an army. Each nation has between 1 and 6 control points. The number corresponds with the size of the nation's economy. Initially, all control points are neutral, but expect all factions to target them early in the campaign. Neutral control points can be acquired by the Gain Control Counselor mission, while the Purge mission seizes control points from other factions. Control points in more powerful nations will be harder to acquire in all cases. The rightmost control point in a nation, called the Executive Control Point, also grants access to the Set Policy mission, which allows initiating wars, forming alliances, and similar high-level national actions.
Reports are still coming in, but it is clear that an alien object has crashed down on the planet. We should send a counselor to investigate the site as soon as possible.
Like I said, this game is complicated. Our first knowledge of the alien arrival came when its spacecraft aerobraked in our upper atmosphere before crashing down to remote territory and apparently self-destructing. We should send a counselor to the site to learn what we can. Okay. Tutorial buttons will... Yep. We're paused, right? Okay, thank God. Okay. Click on the receive guidelines in the currently open interface. Next tip. Select the intro tutorial icon.
This is your main command interface. From here, we can monitor developments across the globe and beyond, send our counselors on missions, direct research and development, and much more. Take some time to familiarize yourself with it.
Okay. What if I click this again?
Information about our currently selected
There's so much
appears in the bottom right of the screen.
So much.
Their available missions can be found in the bottom center of the screen.
Okay, that's gone. Don't show this again. Okay, tutorial windows would describe how to access and manage various aspects of your faction throughout the game. Pause menu can be accessed here where you can save your progress. View the extremely helpful codex, adjust game settings, as well as exit the game. The top panel shows your current resources and incomes. Hover over each for details. Money, influence, and ops are vital for advancing your goals on Earth. Boost and mission control are for developing your space programs. Research, along with engineering projects, unlocks new technologies and modules for your ships and habitats. Money is used to build components on Earth for our space program, acquire many counselor orgs, conduct certain financially oriented missions, and support for our space assets. It is gained from national funding, the spoils priority, orgs, counselor traits, hab modules, the sale of space resources on Earth. Influence represents political capital and the ability to sway institutions and people to pursue your goals. Is gained from favorable global public opinion about your faction's ideology, orgs, counselor traits, and hab modules, also spent on maintaining your control points each month. Ops, or operations, is our ability to conduct small-scale combat and espionage operations, XCOM missions. It's gained primarily from orgs, but it can also come from counselor traits and certain hab modules in Earth interface orbit. Each point of boost represents the ability to move 10 metric tons of material from Earth's surface to low Earth orbit via rocket launches and other conveyances. Boost can also deliver items to more distant destinations at a significant penalty. Is primarily generated from nations with a space program, but it can also come from orgs. Mission control resource accounts for all the staff and technical apparatus required to support our operations in space. Insufficient mission control makes it much easier for other factions to seize our space assets and makes accidents far more likely. Let's not have a Kessler syndrome. We may not build or acquire new habs or ships if we do not have any mission control available. Excess mission control is converted to money in research. Research represents the efforts of our blah blah blah. Unlike other resources, it is not accumulated, but immediately divided according to our research priorities, which are divided between global investigations into new principles and technologies, and private engineering projects that only benefit our faction. Interesting. So we can... research projects that we do can make Earth as a whole better, and just us better. Got it. Here you can find our current control points counted towards our control point capacity. Being over the cap will result in a daily influence penalty, which is reflected in our nation influence income. Enemy missions targeting our control points will receive a bonus. We may abandon control points to reduce this cost, or research projects to increase our cap. This panel contains shortcuts to locations and management screens for Terra Invicta. Clicking here will focus the camera on Earth and activate the political overlay showing national borders, armies, and alien-related phenomena. Clicking here will bring the panel control camera view to the solar system. Oh. Your counselors are your chief agents. Let's go back to Earth. Okay. Counselors are your chief agents on Earth and later throughout the solar system. By going on missions, they can rally nations to your cause, hunt for aliens, or interfere with the operations of other factions. You can manage and recruit counselors here. Got it. Nations panel puts all nation data in one place. This is going to be a nightmare. Oh, God. You can also assign priorities to your control points here. Influencing the nations of Earth is one of the main ways of establishing geopolitical dominance with your faction. View details on your and other faction space stations and surface bases in the Habitats panel. Also order constructions of modules for your existing habs. Fleets. Research is vital to progressing in Terra Invicta. Yeah, of course it is. View and manage your faction's research priorities here, as well as any contributions to collective global research projects. Intel is a collection of data you've discovered about the aliens, other factions, activity on Earth, and any space bodies in the solar system. Check back frequently. Cycle through the different nation color filters. Federations, terrain, faction control, faction popularity, sustainability. That's disturbing. Democracy, unrest, boost income, military tech level, control points, per capita GDP, investment points, population, nations. This is the Finder panel. Where? You're not pointing at anything. What? You're not pointing at anything. What? Oh, do you mean this? You need to point at that shit. Pause and unpause. Objectives panel tracks your current and completed objectives. These are necessary to advance the storyline and discover what is behind the alien arrival in our solar system. Extra series of objectives. Okay. Okay. Chill. First of all, let's take a look at Earth and realize that, oh, right, there's a lot of fucking nations on the planet, and every single one of them is represented. Which is kind of a big deal. The International Space Station is right there. So, the Council of Nations in XCOM is 13 nations. Or if you're playing original XCOM UFO Defense, I think it's like 20. Doesn't really matter. In this game, it's like, hey, you need to worry about, at least at some point, Suriname, Guyana, Liberia, the thing it does not point at, add the signature YouTube arrow to the thing not pointed out when you make the video. Not only every nations, but a lot of different regions in the larger ones. And apparently, just because fuck me, they can also move into federations. This is the Eurasian Union. I'm assuming this is the European Union? Yes. Okay, cool. Ain't nobody over there. Okay, so there's only 2 federations at the moment, which is weird. You would think that NATO would be represented, but I guess not. There's a lot. Okay, let's talk about Counselor.
Information about our currently selected Counselor appears in the bottom right of the screen. Their available missions can be found in the bottom center of the screen.
Okay. Counselor's mission list can be found centered at the bottom of the interface. Missions available appear here. Select a mission to view the assignment details. Got it. Counselor missions are your primary way to expand your reach on Earth. Control points represent key nodes of political and economic power in a region. Alright. So our campaign objectives are, first of all, to investigate the alien crash. Our general objectives: amid the uncertainty about the arrival of the aliens, we have an opportunity to establish ourselves as an important power on the global stage. We must connect with like-minded officials in government and industry and begin quietly marshaling Earth's resources to address whatever plans the aliens may have. We must become the power behind the throne in many of Earth's nations to build an international alliance that will advance our objectives. To that end, our first priority should be to send our counselors to gain control points in nations with strong economies, militaries, and research and space programs, and initiating public campaigns where necessary to sway the public to our cause. Much of Earth's economy is wasted on spoils, people enriching themselves at others' expense. With sufficient control, we can reorient those nations to serve more productive ends. We are aware of other transnational groups like ours forming, and it may become necessary to oppose them directly if they turn too many nations to their ideology. Alien arrival via small spacecraft, along with additional sightings of suspected alien craft in our solar system, tells us that the coming conflicts will depend on space power, of which the Earth has almost none. Using what national and private resources we can align to our cause, we should develop an industrial base away from Earth, stations, and eventually bases that can contribute to the construction of a war fleet. Our counselors will form the backbone of our efforts on Earth. We must recruit a diverse, influential, and loyal group of supporters to accomplish missions around the world. Counselors with high persuasion in the Control Nation mission will be particularly useful early in our campaign. What group are we playing as? We are playing as the Resistance. So, XCOM. Okay, so you are, for some reason, in Dallas. Where we got the 1st Armored. Also 3rd Infantry, 1st Infantry, 1st Marines, Washington. Do we have a bald guy as our chairman? Excuse me, I have hair. Thank you. Use the resource slider on a counselor mission. What? Okay, I see. Okay, we need to investigate this. So if I send you, that would cost 20 ops. You're an engineer. You're an activist.
Ready.
I want to know more about their attributes. There we go. Investigation is the ability to discover information someone would prefer to keep hidden. Espionage. Command, administration, science. So we want somebody with good science, which would be Matt,
Ready
right?
for orders.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ready for my mission.
Okay.
Investigating alien site.
Standing by for orders.
Hello, Commander. Yeah, but that's me. Population investment. Per capita GDP. Africa, as always, is not having a great time. South Korea is doing pretty fucking good. Japan. Alright, not a lot of unrest. Democracy is poor in some places. I don't understand what you mean by sustainability. Wait, faction popularity. So... these guys want to exploit. These guys want to submit. Fuck you. Cooperate. 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 Man, everybody wants to fucking cooperate. What the shit? Ain't nobody on our side. The other nations like you less. So, my first thought is to either go with Europe or go with the US. Persuasion, spend, influence. Isn't that why we're the resistance? Yeah. US and China are the best two early. Okay. 2.230 billion. So 2 trillion. China is 2.27 trillion, or 2.27 trillion. Japan isn't bad. Canada, come on. Come on, man. Yeah, let's go with...
We should make every effort to understand the nation's social and economic situation so we can best direct its development to support our efforts.
Mm-hmm. Financial sector, identity blocks, okay. A flawed democracy. 0 to 10. Tribal Federation, see territory and more. Information age. Nation's economic surplus. Money the nation is providing to be distributed to owners of its control points, okay. Education level, economy, cohesion, democracy, and unrest. In decatons per month. Okay. 6. Why does it say 99 in brackets? Nation's population, demographics, and public opinion of factions. Committing atrocities will shift it away from your faction. I mean, hopefully. Education value. But gain less cohesion from the unity priority. Inequality is a measure of how wealth And income is distributed about the nation. High values mean the nation doesn't have much of a middle class. And a lot by corruption. Resource regions in a nation can contribute to its inequality. High inequality reduces cohesion. Nation's cohesion represents the level of unity or conflict amongst the people of the nation. Good fucking Christ, there's a lot. High values keep unrest in check and increase the nation's ability to resist occupation. Middle values provide a bonus to national research production, representing a robust if messy marketplace of ideas, while low values will rapidly increase unrest. So you want to have it middle or high? You may launch nuclear strikes against its enemies with the button that appears here. What? The button? Jesus Christ, just fucking nuke them. Alright, so polarized. Look at all of this stuff. There's so much. If I remember correctly, higher GDP countries are harder to control, but if you have their allies' support, it gets easier. Okay. I mean, I did see that I could commit atrocities, but technically I'm not committing atrocities. Unrest may never go lower than 0 or higher than 10. Okay. So financial sector gets us funding. Identity blocks. Can I choose which one I want to do? Why is my success so low? Because we have no popular support. Okay, so I don't want to bother trying to get a control point in the US because I don't have any popular support here. So should I do a public campaign instead? That would be all of my money. I don't want to do that. Or should I look for a different nation that might be easier to control? Like, I could get a control point in Canada if I spend some influence. Maybe. France is worse. The UK is worse. Ireland. Another option is to start and say Canada. Right. Mexico? No, not Mexico. Japan. Japan surely will be on my side. Nope. Oh, I can see actually the chances here. 89% in Laos. 89% in Cambodia. Only 28% in Vietnam. Interesting. Myanmar. Bangladesh. Pakistan. Afghanistan. So I guess the question then is, do I try to influence public opinion first? Panama. Iceland has no military forces. What about Russia? How easy is Russia to control? Russia is significantly easier to control than the US. I mean, that tracks. So if I influence a nation towards me, does that increase their resistance to other factions? Because I'd be okay with that. Halifax, Calgary, Whitehorse, Vancouver, Anchorage. Okay. So right now, they want to cooperate with the aliens and 47% are undecided. So let's go try to influence Canada, my home and native land, with a public campaign. I could spend a little bit of money but I don't think that's a good use, where I'm getting basically none at the moment. Let's do a public campaign.
Our kiss.
Okay, you'll be able to assign your counselors at the beginning of each mission phase, which occurs weekly. Will slow down to twice per month as the game progresses. Okay.
Our
Continue.
researchers are asking for your guidance in directing.
Sorry,
their
there's a
efforts.
lot to learn in this game. Research is divided into two categories, public and faction engineering. All factions may contribute up to 3 simultaneous public research projects, which represent a global move forward in the understanding of broad scientific principles. The faction that contributes the most to a particular research project selects the next public project for the world to pursue. Got it. Faction engineering projects are conducted privately and typically confer a concrete benefit. Don't worry, I'm sure there's a lot going on. Okay, go to the research screen. News.
On the left-hand side of your interface is the news feed. It will keep you apprised of important events. Some time-sensitive updates about our operations will also appear in the top left of your screen.
Okay. Okay, so go to the research screen, which is here. Okay, talk to me about
This is
research.
the research screen. The top 3 charts show what the global scientific community is working on. The bottom charts show what council engineering projects we are privately pursuing. We can direct our researchers to prioritize any or all of these options.
Okay. Alien arrival has caused a flurry of new ideas from the scientific community. The research screen shows progress on collective global research efforts as well as the private projects your faction is pursuing. The top row of 3 pie charts describe the ongoing investigations into broad scientific principles, the benefits of which are shared among humanity. All factions may elect to contribute some or all of its research income to each. Faction that contributes the most to a specific effort may choose the next one. The second row of pie charts represents your faction projects. Unlike global research, these are internal to your faction, but they consume your research income as well. Projects provide tangible benefits, such as resources or new ship or hab modules. Project availability is primarily determined by what global research has been completed. The more you contribute to global research, the more likely you'll have quick access to the projects they trigger. You must acquire project-providing orgs and hab modules to be able to run multiple projects simultaneously. This is the priority cycler. Left or right-click to increase or decrease the filled squares. Your research income is spent proportionally between all projects based on the number of filled squares in each project. Get bonuses to research for contributing to multiple projects simultaneously. So if I do prioritize more than one thing, then I get more research? So why would I ever not want to? This shows the research income spent on this project and how close it is to completion. I have 1 research point a day. Shows the effect of researching this tech. Tech tree, where you can plan your path through the tech tree. Okay, so we are not alone. Sociologists consider what the alien arrival means for human institutions. Skywatch, the consolidation and advancement of aerospace surveillance systems. Mission to space. We learn how to thrive and live and thrive in a vacuum. And then we study new ways of influencing the public. That gets me 25 influence.
Our current councillors are stretched thin. I recommend we expand the council.
Recruit and maintain 5 counselors in your council. Okay. So this would get us clandestine cells, which I don't know what that means. This would get us allows all factions to track alien vessels and structures that are inside the orbit of Saturn. Immediately reveals all alien vessels and habitats within our detection range. Hab living quarters, arrival law, deep space propulsion concepts, hab living quarters. Okay. So if we do all of our research here, essentially, this still won't complete for basically a year. But other factions will be contributing to it as well. Okay, I do want to do audience research. We can change these, though. Commercial gets us money. Management gets us more control point management capacity. And this gets us 20 ops. Okay. Okay, now we need more counselors. Where do I go for that? Intel counseling. Recruiting.
Commander, I'd like to introduce you to the council. Take some time to familiarize yourself with our councillors. They are the backbone of our organization.
Along with their attributes, income, location, and any missions they are participating in, up to 2 enemy counselors spying for you will be shown in the bottom 2. Oh, cool. So I can only have 6 counselors. Is that what you're saying? I can only have 6. Okay. Spend experience to improve your counselor and acquire and manage the counselor's organizations. Oh boy.
This is our councillor's dossier. Here, you can view a councillor's missions, attributes, traits, monthly incomes, and organizations. Different types of councillors will be able to conduct different types of missions.
Alright. Panel shows you the list of missions that this counselor can perform during the mission phase. Try to maintain a balanced council. Counselor's attributes hover over. They can range from 0 to 25. Displays the resources that this counselor generates. He generates influence. Okay. Traits are special characteristics and modifiers that affect this counselor's attributes, income, and other aspects. Many provide additional bonuses to missions. Hover over a trait to view more details. You're a Pollyanna. Always expresses a sunny outlook on events regardless of their reality. Apparent loyalty set to 25. That's unhelpful. Okay. When you gain enough XP, you can spend it here to increase your counselor's attributes or add or remove traits. Going on missions grants XP with contested missions with a success chance granting more when a success is rolled. Organizations, or orgs, can be equipped on a counselor with sufficient administration ability. Orgs grant attribute bonuses, incomes, and new missions to their owner. This area shows any orgs that your counselor currently has equipped. These are the orgs that they can join for a cost. Switching from the marketplace to this panel area shows any orgs that are being held by the faction but belong to no counselor. They provide no benefits but can still be snatched by your enemies. If counselors are killed or dismissed, their orgs go here. You can also drag and drop orgs to this window. There's a small fee in doing this. You can dismiss them. Okay. So, I'm assuming this costs money? Yeah, he gets +1 influence. But, yeah, this all costs money and influence and stuff. Counselors are vital to progressing in Terra Invicta. Recruit new counselors here to make sure your council is full. Okay. Right now I feel like I can't afford any of these. Huh. Cool. I can afford 2. And I can't afford the good ones. So, you're an operative. You can do advise, surveil, protect, investigate activity. Okay. Okay. So I can see who can already do some of these missions. Got it. Stabilize, extract, assault, set national policy, go to ground contact. Oh, he's a sociopath. Cool. Refuses to travel to space. So the other one I have is Tianhi Zheng. He can control turn. He cannot persuade. Interesting. He cannot increase public opinion, I should say. You can. But I can't afford you. So, I can't do anything right now unless I want to recruit this guy who doesn't really help me, or this guy who doesn't really help me. Was there an org that gave public support? Maybe? Not that one. This one gives public campaign, yes. Oh, okay. So I can recruit you, and he's got decent persuasion, so that's not bad. He's also got administration. So if I recruit you, and then go here and say Gaia Communications purchase, confirm. Okay.
Research stations, space docks, resupply hubs. We are going to need it all. When you think we are ready, take the leap into orbit.
Space stations or platforms are humanity's foothold in outer space and critical to industrializing space and building a war fleet. Stations are composed of modules that grant bonuses to research and other resources and allow construction of ships and additional modules. We should start stockpiling boost and a couple of points of mission control in Preparation. That's not how you spell that. Okay. So now I need to send you on a mission, right? Who do I want you to? I would hope so, Tiane. Okay. Can I actually see it if I zoom in? No. Oh my god, I can! Hey, look, it's the ISS!
Okay, Control, let me know when he starts his yaw here. Roger.
That's cool. Okay. So we're influencing in Canada. Where else should I influence? Europe, maybe? Can I influence in Europe? I don't even know if you're any good at that. Awaiting next mission phase? I can't actually assign him yet? Concentrating your efforts, so focus on Canada then, because that's where I am now. Okay. That I can do. Saudi Arabia get some oil money. They're very undecided. Wow. Interesting. Quite authoritarian. They have an active insurgency. Cool. What's their GDP? Not bad. Their sustainability. Canada and other U.S. allies. So, well, who else would be allied with the U.S.? Right, I can look at relations. I'm a fool. France, the UK, Canada, Japan. Okay. So maybe Japan would be a good one. Push through the Geneva suggestion. Look, don't even start with me, alright? So, I can't assign him because I'm waiting for the next one? The next mission phase? Is that right?
Laying the groundwork.
Prepping for mission.
More than one part of Canada, sure, but...
A nation's priorities determine how it will develop over time. As we gain control points in a nation, we can direct more of its priorities.
Okay. Many priorities, and as such, it can be easy to feel overwhelmed. Always a drain on the nation. Why do I immediately not remember how to assign somebody? Why can't I assign you? The Terrask Research Group. Nice.
A nation's priorities determine...
Hey, we already saw that. Seriously, why do I not remember how to do this? Awaiting next mission phase. Okay, yeah, we can't do anything. So, move time forward. Move time forward faster. Faster. Basically, we're waiting for this to happen, really. Investigate the crash site, right?
We are winning their hearts and minds.
Hey! Public support here has changed by 10%! Nice. Repeat mission. Close. Still not... I'm still waiting. Now able to undertake the Military Science Lab project. Allows construction of the following HAB modules. Okay. People are learning about missions to space. Counselors... No. Who are you? What faction is this? Do I have a HAB? No. We're the only ones helping with this. So... You've contributed 7 points? Why do you have so much research and I have shit? I got shit and fuck. So that gets me up to 1.2 instead of 1.0. I see. So you are researching that. They started with a country with research points. What? How do they control a country? Fuck. Am I doing something wrong? I'm immediately doing something wrong, aren't I? The growing realization that we are not the sole sapient species in the universe is causing many to see their fellow humans in a new light, leading to hopes that we can overcome our capacity for strife to address the alien arrival as one people. All nations gain one cohesion. We may now recruit our faction's management team. As we stand up resistance operations, we are selecting our internal management team to help oversee our affairs. While we are gathering personnel from a variety of disciplines, at your direction we will emphasize a particular specialty. So that gets us more monthly influence. Monthly research increases by 15. Damn. Select gain 50 ops. And increase our... Science and engineers, right? That seems like the best. Right? Like a 15-point research bonus is amazing. If you get any parts of the USA, 15 will mean nothing, sure. But 3 influence means nothing. 50 ops, I guess. And then our monthly income is 10. If we get points in the US, that'll mean nothing. So I'm going to go with research. It seems like the most important right now. And getting the US is kind
Here's
of a
what we
long-term
found.
goal. Okay. Learned some useful information from my investigation of the UFO crashdown site in Brazil. We will receive a small bonus towards the knowledge research going forward. Close.
We have found something, Commander.
Despite heavy security, we were able to obtain some surveillance records of the crash site as well as a small quantity of debris. Should have a project ready for research shortly. 20 influence, 20 science. Okay, close. We've contributed fucking all. And fucking all. Got it. So we're not going to win this. So there's not much point in wasting a lot of research on it. So let's focus on our other priorities. Now able to undertake Alien Signatures project. So if we focus on here. Enemies are planning. Cool. Appears we have some supporters in Sierra Leone, making it a good target for us to contact. In Sierra Leone? Really? Sorry, this is going to test my fucking knowledge of geography. We definitely do have some supporters. So maybe that's not a bad idea to get, because we can at least get some income. It gets us research. Yeah, let's do that. That's a good plan. It's not the best plan, but it's definitely a plan.
Establishing control.
Reporting in.
What can I have you do? You have science, but that's not really helpful. You can't do any of that. Go to ground. He can't really do anything, except maybe grab an open slot. Let's see, faction popularity. Which, this is not very helpful, to be honest. What color are we? Light blue? Kinda? Oh, okay, it's the borders. Okay, it's the color inside. So we want light blue, and there ain't fucking anybody that gives a shit about us. Cooperate and destroy. Cooperate. Ooh, somebody's influencing these guys. Ah. The Academy is influencing these guys. Finland. If I spend a little bit of influence, there's a good chance of getting control of a control point in Finland. Estonia, which would give us a bit more influence over Europe. Can I get a piece of Canada? I mean, I would have to spend a lot of influence to get a chance. Like, I would spend 8 to have a less than 50% chance, so I think I'm going to wait for that to boost up a little bit more. Like, I want to grab the control points that I can, because right now we don't have any. Estonia, Finland. And if we get control points, we get more money. We get... I believe we get more money. South Africa is under the control of Project Exodus. Well, fucking... I don't want to spend all of my influence right away. That seems like it would be bad. Israel. We have a pretty good chance of getting a control point in Israel. They've got decent research. Belgium, Luxembourg is under the control of the servants. And they have a nuke? Of course they have a nuke. It's fucking Israel. Okay, let's try and get Israel on our side. Not that I have any particular love for Israel.
Establishing our presence.
Confirm assignments. Okay. UN Security Council meets. The UN Security Council is met to discuss the alien arrival. Unfortunately, the hoped-for show of international unity did not materialize, with China, Russia, and the United States accusing each other of hiding knowledge about the alien crash and preventing full access to the site. That was in, lest we forget, Brazil. We have an opportunity to shape events to our advantage, even make our case directly to the nations of the world. However, with the eyes of the world on these meetings, our counselor's risk of exposure to our enemies is extremely high. Small public opinion boost for the resistance around the world. Public opinion boost, gain 50 influence. Nothing happens, gain 30 ops. Great deal of information about the resistance will be exposed to our enemies. It's early enough that I think that that's not as big a problem as we would think. Unless that's like a threshold that never goes down. Like, we should be coming out and saying, hey guys, we gotta fuck these aliens up if they're evil. Right? Plus, it would give me enough influence to hire another counselor. Does that make sense? Am I thinking about that correctly? All of your missions easier. Yeah, let's do that.
Every circumstance is an opportunity. Our test is to recognize and seize it.
We've encountered the Initiative. The leaders of the shadowy cabal reveal little about themselves or their methods. In some regions, they are behind rampant rumors that the alien arrival is a fabrication by Earth government and corporations. In others, they have founded companies selling products that allegedly protect from a fictitious alien disease they seem to have made up. So who's the Initiative? What faction are they?
They are here to cleanse our sick world. The aliens are our saviors, and all who oppose them are enemies of the future.
Now, fuck you. The Money Wanters. Got it. Okay. So we've just found out about 2 factions. Undertake Military Science Lab. Okay. So now our public opinion here is 16. Not great. about in the US? 6. Cool. So does that mean that the servants and the initiative both announced their presence at the UN as well? I'm assuming no, but counselors. Recruiting. A spy. He can do a public campaign. His persuasion is pretty low, though. Executive. They did not stay in the shadows. Got it. Okay. They didn't necessarily have a full court press like we did, but they did not stay in the shadows. Okay, so you can stabilize a nation. None of these are super helpful at the moment. Hacker. Influence and research. Influence and research. Money and influence. Influence. Okay. What I need is... What I need right now is people that can not necessarily control nations, but raise public opinion. We need to have people on our side so that we can be more on our side. Do I really want to recruit an evangelist, though? +1 persuasion if nations have used nuclear weapons. Cool. You're a pariah in China. Okay. And we can always fire counselors, right? There's no penalty for getting rid of somebody if we need to. We just lose whatever influence we spent trying to get them. Loss of money in the XP. Okay. So... should I go for the executive? Or the spy? His persuasion isn't great. But we could probably get an op that does that, an org that proves that. Eventually. We don't have the money. 30 XP, I can increase your stuff. Ooh. +2 persuasion in nations where government is at least 6. Ooh, that's pretty good. +1 persuasion in nations where diversity is at least 6. +2% to unity priority for our control points. Very hard to kill a nuclear war. In too important a position to be safely deleted. Interesting. Okay. Alright, I need to look at that in a second. I feel like I want this guy. So I'm gonna get this guy. Alright. Okay, so everybody has a little bit of XP. Media darling. Affluent. Streetwise survivor. Remove trait loss averse. Gain trait project director. Nuclear mastermind. Like, this game is slow. Give me a second to figure out what the hell I'm doing. I think for now I want, like, persuasion seems to be what we want to do right now. Famous. National hero. Yeah, so persuasion seems like the best option at the moment. So that we can get those. Ooh, we can also get affluent. Sure. Okay. Let's get on with it. Hey, we will as soon as we fucking get to another goddamn turn. Agents for the Resistance have positively identified a counselor for the initiative in the Algiers region of Algeria. Counselors may target this person with a number of missions. Algeria. Not much I can do about that. Alien fleet detected. Transferring to low Earth orbit 1. Okay, another one.
The trick is not to look directly at what you are trying to see. Offset your focal point somewhere to the side where you think you notice the movement. At night, the center of your vision doesn't work as well as during the day. I won't try to explain the science to you. What matters is you see whatever is out there before they see you. Colonel Hans Castillo, advising conscripts in Colombia.
The Academy contributed the most to the effort and has selected advanced electromagnetism. Allows all factions to track alien vessels and structures that are inside the orbit of Saturn. Okay, close. Search. Bring us to closer to deep space travel. So this would get us... That's a good thing to research, I suppose. Okay.
We've moved the needle.
By 4%. Cool.
Prepping for next mission.
Shit. Alright, we are almost the dominant opinion leader.
We've gained significant support.
Nice. In what country? We've gained our first control point. This gives us access to some of the nation's resources, control over the nation's priorities, and possibly an army. They may be attacked by other factions via the crackdown and purge.
As we expand our operations, we will soon need the support of a large nation.
While we should pursue a diverse coalition of support if we are to meaningfully face the potential threat posed by the aliens, we will need the backing of some nations with significant resources. Should align ourselves with nations that are generating boost or have resources to bootstrap a space program within a short period of time, so that if necessary we can meet whatever threat these aliens pose on an even footing. Okay, we got Sierra Leone. Or Sierra Leone, sorry. Executive power over this nation now belongs to the Resistance. Okay, so that doesn't really get us anything yet. But we do have executive access to it. Right now they have moderate inequality that's increasing. Per capita GDP is decreasing. There's a lot going on there. Alright.
We've got our people in place.
Hey, we got a control point for Israel. Do it again. Some new organizations we may want to acquire. If I were to ask you to control Canada, ooh, decent chance.
Establishing control.
Where do you need me?
Jesus Christ. The Academy has almost complete control of France. What the fuck? What about Greece? I guess Russia is attacking, yeah, Ukraine. Got it. Cool. Cool. What's the Academy's thing again? They want to exploit the aliens to increase their knowledge. The Initiative? What are you doing? What are you doing over here? What do you mean, untouchable? Stabilize, advise. Science, command, and administration. So you suck at advising. Got it. We already have somebody working on this, right? I think we do. Matt's working on that, right? Yeah, he's working on that. Okay.
Ready for my mission.
Where are you? You're in Sierra Leone. In Sierra Leone, right. I guess we could try to control Africa, which seems like kind of a not great option. spend a lot of influence to try to get another control spot in Canada. Well, that would be the mass media. A 1% chance. Not going to happen. What if I ask you to raise our public support? Because right now, fucking the Academy... I'm not making a lot of money, though. That seems like a bad idea. Okay. We have a bit of a foothold here. Let's try boosting our public opinion here.
Making our case.
Where to?
And as for you... Stat espionage, suspend influence. So if I were to do that, say, here... No, that's not going to happen. Here? No, we would need to do something significant too. Yeah, because they have a lot of popular support there. Or we don't have any popular support. So popular support is basically our go-to for everything. Got it. We could try to influence Ukraine, which doesn't have a nuclear program, but could. Could go Denmark, Germany. Germany might not be a bad idea. They've got a pretty good per capita. The Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg. We could try to influence public opinion in France, but I don't know if that's worth it when we're trying to get more control points. In one and not all over the place. Yeah, let's keep going with Canada then. Spend some
I
money
will
there.
try to sway the public.
Use your hacker man abilities. Flood in the Rome region. It's probably fine. Research. Hey, we got more research now. Sweet.
We've moved the needle.
8%. Keep going. Canada is going to become our
Hold no
base.
sway in their minds.
Damn. Try again.
The Surat al-Baqarah teaches that in the creation of heaven and earth, a wise people may find the signs of Allah. Let us heed those words and join together as we take our search into the stars. Director Khalid al-Ashkar, from his khutbah at the first conclave of Muslim astrophysicists.
Okay. So now they're doing more physicist stuff, which is cool and helpful, but not that important yet. Okay.
We're taking over.
Nice. We now have a launch complex. Hell yeah.
Prepping for next mission.
Okay, so now we control Israel. So the next thing we would want to do is protect that by defending it, I would assume.
We've got our people in place.
Yes. Good times. Alright, we'll take a look at that next time the mission comes up. Should be any day now. There we go. The 36th Armored Division of Israel is now under the control of the Resistance. Alright, so... you are there. If I tell you to control the nation again in Canada... Not bad, not bad.
Bringing them to our side.
Standing by for orders.
And then I can have you... advise? What's your research output? Going down. Okay. So if we get... If we do that, that would increase your research output. And your monthly investment points. Okay. We've got Tel Aviv. We've taken control of Israel. We do need to move around and check out other stuff, though. For example, Ireland. What's your relations? You're not allied with the US? Huh. That's interesting. You're allied with the European Union. How about with the UK? No? You're not out... Well, that... You know, that tracks. That would take a lot of influence to get there, and it's not necessarily a guarantee. Not that I need guarantees. I just need good chances. And you can't do anything to... I don't want to have you do that. If we can do this, we can get total control of Canada. Let's do that.
Bringing them to our side.
We've completed the audience research project, which gets us 25. Okay. Allows the construction of the following hab modules. Let's do alien signatures. That shouldn't take long at all. 6 days or so.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Okay. We are now the dominant faction. A lot of people are still undecided. Okay.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Our presence is growing.
Good.
We've gained significant support.
All right. We now have control of Canada. And that's going to be the end of the turn, right? We've completed the Alien Signatures project. There's no doubt extraterrestrial life has touched down on Earth. The many questions we have regarding its origin, its species, and its intent will have to wait. All that matters now is finding it. By cross-referencing reports of unusual events in the vicinity of the landing site with similar data from our global intelligence network, we have developed a tracking system able to reliably identify disappearances most likely resulting from alien activity. Allows faction to detect alien abductions on
Commander, we appear to have an alien on the loose.
Our studies of the crash site have determined that a motile, sapient life form survived the crashdown and moved with purpose into the nearby wilderness. We have no footage of the creature nor any further sighting reports. Worryingly, however, we are receiving reports of strange occurrences in nearby communities, including disappearances of both animals and people. So far, we have no hard evidence that these events are related to the alien arrival, but should our reports agents detect concrete evidence of abductions, we should investigate immediately. Conduct surveil location missions in regions near any alien crash sites. Okay. Our research division has been studying the fragments of debris our council recovered from the crash site. Volume of material is very small, but our researchers have nevertheless drawn some important conclusions. The debris is made of some kind of metallic alloy that is unusually hard and strong, with properties that do not fully match anything that human engineering can reproduce. Several of our researchers suspect that some fraction of the substance may be extrasolar in origin. However, we have definitively established that the majority of the mass in the debris bears the unique signatures of our solar system's formation. In all likelihood, this ship was built somewhere within the orbit of our sun. If our analysis is correct, it suggests that the aliens have at least one base of operations within or very close to our solar system. Locating it would be a valuable intelligence windfall. So we have alien signatures, we've already got Skywatch done, and now we need Deep System Skywatch. Salvage alien technology. Successfully engage one of the following alien assets: facility, landed UFO, habitat, warship, and army. Whew, a lot going on there. We could actually use money, so that's fine. And I'm going to boost this up because I want to be the person that does it. Okay. Okay, and now we have missions to do. So let's see. We now fully control Toronto, Ottawa, which is not how that works at all. It would be Ottawa, Hull. All right. Oh, are we not? We're not at the end of the week. Okay. Oh boy, look at all this. So we would want to do something over here, right? Yeah, we're going to want this control point, aren't we? Have rapidly become more popular in Latvia. Perhaps we should investigate for alien activity there. Latvia. Latvia is up here? Again, this is really going to test my freaking geography knowledge. Latvia. Latvia is... Why do I not know where Latvia is? Right, Riga is in Latvia. Okay. What is this? The Protectorate. Okay. Poland apparently is very popular. I don't know why. All right.
Acknowledged.
I would like you to surveil Latvia.
Initiating surveillance.
Do we also want to surveil over here? Ooh. No, fuck. Why do you guys have... Ah, fuck you, France. Suriname. Venezuela. They're rivals with the U.S., so maybe that's not a good plan. Could we...
Acknowledged.
Inspire, investigate, increase...
At your service.
At your service.
I don't think I have the ability to defend. Yes, I do. Defend interests. Defend interests in Canada, please.
Securing our control.
Where do you need me?
Commander, other factions have footholds in many of Earth's nations. If necessary, our counselors can move to root them out.
Crackdown and Purge. Crackdown will weaken the CP. Follow up with Purge to steal the CP. Okay.
Ready to go.
Ready for my mission.
Control points in neighbors. 2.6. Nice. I'm guessing that doesn't... Yeah, no. The national economy in this place is so freaking huge. We need a lot of public opinion here.
I will tell our story.
Your orders?
Alright, and then control nation. That would take a lot of influence. Or we could go to Ireland. Let's try taking Ireland. It's not necessarily the most valuable option, but... Remember that Canada was a lot of control points. Yeah, no, I know. There were 3 control points here. I think we're protected for 88 days. Yeah. Okay. We're not protected. But we can move over here and start getting these control points if we can raise public opinion. Because right now the Academy has a massive advantage over us. Oh, right. We need to increase this too. We can't control too many things or else. Hab living quarters. Okay.
Securing our interests.
Alright, so that's good. Continue, because you can't do anything else.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Okay. Almost missed it. Repeat and continue. So we're at 69. Nice. That goes up to 80. Continue. Right. So, like, we might abandon Sierra Leone. I know, I'm looking. I'm searching over there. We haven't found fuck. We ain't found shit about fuck yet.
Ready.
Okay. I can also have you do public opinion. But your public opinion sucks. Caribbean states are allies with Canada. Cuba is, of course, a rival. Okay. God damn it, somebody's got... The Academy has a control point in the UK. That is not acceptable. How's research going? Alright, this is almost done. That'll get us more money. What are my options here? It feels like they're spreading all over the place, and I'm struggling to get, like, a couple of points. Oh, I'm running low on money. I see. Canada is better than most nations. Be that as it may, I can't do anything with it just yet. It is getting ups on everything, though. That's pretty sweet. I don't think we need to develop an atomic bomb in Canada, do we? Unity isn't that big a deal. Oppress! Oppress them all! No, don't do that. Found space program. Yes, do that. What are the three parts here? Mass media, legislature, executive. Okay. Surveil here, because that's where they fucking
target
crashed.
area. Ready to go.
Oh. Oh no.
Standing by.
You didn't find anything in Latvia? You did find this thing, whatever this is. Lithuania.
Surveilling target area.
And then as for you, control nation. Do we have full control of Ireland? We do not. So, might as well grab that.
Putting our people in place.
Our only hope is to understand what the aliens want with us and determine how to satisfy them without losing our independence.
The leaders of this organization are an alliance of officials who believe the clandestine nature of the aliens' arrival marks them as a threat, but they have concluded that any species that can cross interstellar distances is nothing that humanity is capable of opposing. Fucking defeat us. Faction's chief advisors. With our management team on board, we may now recruit our core group of advisors to assist our interactions and oversight with nations aligned up to our cause. Hire some steely-eyed missile women and men. Call in the generals for military and build army. Emphasize international aid for welfare and knowledge. Ooh. This would get us money, eventually. I would assume that this would get us better bootstrapping into space. I want to say emphasize international aid, though. Because if we can stabilize Earth, then that gives us more options for popularity bonuses. So let's do that.
Initiating surveillance.
Xenoforms detected in the Belem region. We have detected what appears to be alien microbes and plants in the Belem region of Brazil. Am I pronouncing that correct? Belem? More money means more of everything. That's true, but also. They are thriving and threaten to displace the native biota, which strangely does not seem to be resisting their advances to the degree we would expect. A direct application of force, either via a counselor mission or army operation, should be able to reduce or even eliminate its spread. Begin preparations for a research project to better understand this phenomenon. Well, we found the aliens basically immediately.
Setting watch.
Take me there.
Cleaning things up.
Whoever the counselor was that was there is not there anymore. Got it. Open research. Okay. Almost done. It's been a month since aliens crash landed.
No sway in their minds.
God damn it. I missed it by 8? Ugh. Okay, that gets us $100. Open research. We need to research alien flora. Because we can't, like, having living quarters doesn't matter much because we don't have fucking the ability to build in space anyway. We don't have any bootstrapping yet. So, fuck that shit.
The dreamer in me wants to believe it would bring a golden age of advancement and prosperity for all mankind. But I'm a realist. I know better. Any race advanced enough to find us would be advanced enough to end us, likely without even regarding us. Commander Fiona Ayawade, NATO Symposium on First Contact.
The quiet assurance that humans have carried for so long is gone. The knowledge that we share the universe with at least one other sapient species has caused reverberations throughout our entire society. The very fabric of our civilization is being stretched to its breaking point as conflicting voices shout ever louder above one another. It falls to our leaders, current and future, to rally our thrilled and frightened masses. Now more than ever, we must come together as a people and prove to the universe that although we may no longer be its center as we once believed, we are no less important. So now we can get clandestine cells, which will get me another counselor, so I need to do that at some point. Okay, and now I get to decide what I want them to do. Corridor diplomacy? Fall of Empires. Interesting. Outpost halves. Space tourism! A. Biotech. Deep System Skywatch was an important one. Institutional outreach, strategic lobbying. But is it more important than lasers? Maybe. Composite armor, graphene batteries, fission frag drive. Ooh, that's a name. So are these my faction projects or all faction projects? What is Fall of Empires? All. Got it. dissolution of Russia, French independence movement, end of the American Empire, end of India, breakup of Brazil. So this allows me to influence, to shatter existing nations. Interesting. Not necessarily helpful. This seems more important. Well, Outpost Habs seems more important, actually. I mean, a military victory would be great and all, but also I don't think that that's our main concern right now. If we were doing humanity first, or the servants, maybe. I mean, that's true. I am doing a military victory. Oh, shit. Alright.
Our supporters are in place.
Okay, we now control Ireland. We're waiting for the end of the week. Okay, I forgot about that. I also forgot about spending XP, which you didn't get. I thought you got XP for every time you did something. Monthly income of 19 research, 1 engineering, and 1 purple. Please explain to me what 1 purple is. I don't know what that is. Okay. Steel Project. +1 espionage. Oh, that's right. You do get a couple permission. Okay. I'm sorry. Truculent Logistics? That is a name. That is a beautiful name. +2 ops income? Oh. I can't afford that, but that would be really good. Office 39. Look at the USA one. National Geospatial Intelligence Agency. Whoa! 200 influence. Faction must have a control point in the United States of America or a counselor from there. Interesting. Are you from? Yeah. United States of America. And then it gets you... It costs $140 or 140 income a month. But it gets you 3 mission control, 10 science, 3 surveillance, 3 command, 2 science, and 1 security. Plus 3% welfare, plus 2% mission control, plus 2% information science research. Hostile takeover defense is 18. Damn, that's a really good one. Okay, so this would get you engineering projects and science. For 53, we'll do that. Okay. No, you stop that. This is my project. Okay.
Standing by.
Let's see. Keep doing your public opinion. Ooh, 91%. Control in larger allies federation. Huh. Interesting. Supporters in Syria.
We'll make our appeal.
Where to?
That wasn't where I wanted you to go, was it? Why are you
Ready.
Why are you in Sweden?
I will try to sway the public.
Reporting in.
Okay. That was weird. In Syria, that's Egypt. That's Libya. That's Tunisia. Syria is... that's Lebanon. Syria. It doesn't say how much these cost for... yeah, but they don't like the US, which is what I'm trying to influence. It doesn't say how much these cost for control points, does it? Like, if I were to take control of this, how do I determine how many control points it requires? Hover over the control point. Each cost against cap, is that it? Additional control points cost influence per month to maintain and crackdown and purge mission against will receive a bonus. I mean, I could check here. Yeah, each cost against cap is what it is. Okay. So, Syria wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing to control, but I don't know why I would. Because they don't really... well, they have a little bit of research. I guess I could change their policies. They're very sectarian at the moment. Honestly, what I really want right now? Ukraine. And I guess Russia. There's no way we would get Russia, though. Although we are the majority. Huh. Why do I want Ukraine? Because fucking Russia is trying to destroy it. And I don't want that to stand. Plus, they also have the ability to bootstrap into launch facilities pretty quick. But they cost money. Russia would be very expensive. How expensive is the US? 33. Fuck. Well, maybe what we should be doing is subverting some control points here. These are all defended. Fuck. There is a former USSR country that has a boost that's not hard to get. Is it... that would be... not in Turkey. It'd be, Kazakhstan. That's where the Cosmodrome is. Right? Yeah, they have boost. Oh! Great! The Protectorate is already here. Alright, new plan.
We'll make our appeal.
I'm here.
We don't have enough popular support here. Lithuania. What if I were to do a crackdown here? Nope. Do not have enough popular support here, so. I can get most of the USA with my current control cap. That's true. Except that I don't have anywhere near enough to actually cap. Because their economy is massive. So I need to keep doing public opinion. And it's so slow.
Ready for orders.
What national policies can I do? Oh boy, that is a lot of rain outside. Interesting. Oh, wait, I can't do that because I don't have consolidation yet. Guatemala. Like, every choice feels wrong. Fuck. That's just the US. For now, let's go and take Syria. Because even
this place in no time.
Even a drip is still water. And then keep doing public campaigns in the US. That is not a good amount of public campaign. But I don't want to spend more money. So
I will tell our story.
Just press the red button and nuke the world? No. It's not how any of this works. It's a bad idea.
The people will come to our side.
Okay. Changed by 7 up to 19%. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Keep going.
The people will come to our side.
Alright. Keep it up.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Hell yeah. Critical success.
Our presence is growing.
Okay. Stabilize mission in Syria. So right now we're getting some research and some monthly investment points. How is research going here? God damn it. Stop trying to get high energy lasers. That's my thing. Fuckers. Ooh. When did this happen? That gets us ops. Okay, that delays things just a little bit, but that's fine.
Ready.
I can't do anything about this yet. But maybe what I should do is try to get a... try to get a control point here so that I can actually do something about the alien life forms. arrival of the U.S. Can do a project to gain more control management. Is that how that works? By 5? For 500 points. That is awful. Awful.
We must persuade the people.
I mean, that's true, but it's just terrible. Alright. Some agents help with it? Okay. Do we have anything interesting going on here? Yeah. Able to undertake alien flora. No. Clear all of those.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Good.
Our cause is unjustified to them.
Damn.
Our cause is unjustified to them.
That's not surprising, but it was really close.
With each passing day, humanity shatters the boundaries of the possible. It is our certain destiny to move mountains at the touch of a button. We need only the will to do so. And your generous investment, of course. Chairman Soren van Wyk, opening remarks during Western Armory's annual earnings call.
Okay, so Deep System Skywatch is what the new one is, so that's good. They're doing it for me. To meet the alien arrival in kind, we will require a paradigm shift in our own technology. We must reach the stars, both so that they can become a staging ground for the advancement and defense of humanity, and so that we can tap their remarkable resources for ourselves. In addition to counter the advanced weapons our rivals might wield against us, we will require bleeding-edge armaments of our own, via magnetics on a hitherto unprecedented scale. Catapult resources, mass drivers. Okay. Does this have XCOM style combat? No. Ship combat, yes. But not XCOM combat. There is no tactical. Although we can name all of these agents. Maybe I'll do that for the next stream.
We've gained significant support.
Cool. I honestly didn't expect that. Brazil's gonna tear itself apart. Fuck's sake. Developing. We're getting a lot of research actually from here. That's pretty good. Information Science Lab. Continue. Still haven't gotten clandestine cells.
Of course, there was an accident. Frankly, I'm surprised it took this long. Just get the recovery crew in there to salvage the gear ASAP. Worry about the bodies later. The delays are costing us. Chairman Soren van Wyk, Internal Memo.
Leaving Earth is one thing, colonizing nearby worlds is another. Reliably and rapidly traversing the infinite expanse of space is yet another, and perhaps the toughest of these nuts to crack. Our current spacecraft and engines are capable of no such thing, at least not for any useful length of time. The major stumbling block is fuel. With our current sources constrained both by storage and propulsion limitations. It is a problem the world's finest engineers and physicists have long labored to solve, and they now believe that there is a pathway to next-generation propulsion systems open to us. Efficiency is the foremost avenue of their exploration, increasing the speed and longevity of propellant while reducing wear and damage to our ship's drives and nozzles. Now that the essential concepts are established, our researchers believe there are three possible paths to tread: electromagnetic, electrostatic, or electrothermal propulsion. Each has its own advantage and will depend upon prior discoveries in other fields. Mass drivers. Okay. Oh, right. Assignments. here. This tech tree is ridiculous. Clandestine cells is what I want. Oh, you don't even know. You don't even know how crazy this tech tree is. You don't even know. Unlock chance 100%. So why haven't I unlocked it yet? Protectorate is spreading over here. The Academy has a pretty strong grip on the European Union. Great. That's awful. Never be the most adult person in the room. Ever. It's a bad idea. Alright, and the servants have taken over 50% of Brazil. Cool. So they're likely to get pissy about shit.
Making our case.
Yep, just stay there.
Standing by.
I would prefer not to spend money.
I will try to sway the public.
Where do you need me?
Your orders?
Censorship? There's censorship now. Oh no, that was in Kazakhstan. Okay. Whew. That was weird.
We must persuade the people.
Acknowledged. Establishing control.
I think the best thing to do is to control allies of the US to then get control of the US and drop the allies. I think. But this game is slow. Final fucking Lee. I see you, Academy. What was... hello. Is it landing in St. Petersburg? That seems to be what it's saying. Yeah. Oh, okay. So you are probably way out there, right? Yeah. Yeah, you're heading towards Earth, but you're not anywhere near it. Meanwhile, Victor 1 just got into low Earth orbit. I see. Alright, talk to me about where you're going, buddy. So if it does land in St. Petersburg, we need to set up a mission to surveil the area and look for alien activity. I believe this is also one of those games where no matter what happens, you will never be not fighting the other factions, even if you are massively outproducing them. But that could be wrong. No? Where are you going? That's not... You missed a turn at Albuquerque, my dude. Whoa. Yeah, you're kind of in the southern hemisphere. I don't know about your orbital mechanics, but you're in the wrong spot, my guy. Imagine getting buzzed. Yeah, there it is. So we can't do anything because all of our counselors are currently on other missions.
The people will come to our side.
Cool.
Public opinion remains unmoved.
Ah, damn. I mean, it's the region where St. Petersburg is.
Our case remains unheard.
Damn. 2 out of 3. 2 for 2 failures on that one. Maybe I should move you back to the U.S.
Wrapping up here.
We're taking over.
Critical success. And public opinion has shifted 4% in our favor. Nice. Sure, let's just target fucking Russia.
At your service.
Shut the fuck up, Bennett.
Standing by for orders.
At your service.
Well, I don't want Russia, though. Russia seems like it would be a bad time.
Ready to go.
Well, it would make it harder for us to...
We'll recon the site.
Where to?
I feel like it would make it more difficult for... What is that? Oh, that's the crash. Interesting. That's kind of cool. If I take a control point in Russia, will that make it harder for me to take control points in the US? That's what I want to know. Yes, okay.
I will tell our story.
What's the op?
Alright, you're not helping me out right here, or over here, so... Why do you suck so hard? Your persuasion is bad. I do want to shore up our support in Canada.
I will tell our story.
Standing by. We'll make our appeal.
Mexico or Japan might help. Yeah, that's true. I'm also wondering if... Actually, yeah, you know what? That's a good point. And nobody has bothered to take Japan yet. That's not going to work.
Making our case.
Acknowledged. We must persuade the people.
Chance.
Where do you need me?
Your orders?
You're investigating aliens, so... Okay.
We are winning their hearts and minds.
2%? We got 2%. There's fucking 30% undecided, and we got 2%. We have the majority of the public opinion, though. They just have a fuck ton of fucking... Ugh. Oh, fuck you. God damn it. They took Europe, and that's just causing problems. Alright, we're focusing on our own priorities for now.
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
Mission in progress.
14%. Nice. Quick success.
We hold no sway in their minds.
That's not surprising. Alien flora. There was a limited amount to be gleaned from our study of the vegetative life form we have dubbed xenoflora, but not for lack of trying. The issue is that we have thus far been unable to fully crack its genetic makeup, for elements thereof are so, for lack of a better word, alien as to be thoroughly inscrutable to us at the present time. Neither have we been able to divine any clues as to its origin, other than to say it is most certainly not of this earth. While we have previously observed some correlation between xenoflora growth and alien crash sites, causation now seems highly probable. Even its behavior supports this conclusion. It spreads faster than any terrestrial flora or even fungus, and with eerie, almost machine-like regularity. To suggest that the xenoflora has been in some way genetically altered or even wholly designed would not be an unreasonable hypothesis. If left unchecked, it could very likely colonize a region in record time, preventing the growth of all other flora. To what end we do not yet know. Therefore be prudent to find a way to limit the organism's spread, whether through military or biological means. Really want that clandestine cells. Ooh, somebody cracked down on this. Guessing it was probably the
We
fucking
found
academy.
something.
Okay. So are they dropping cedars? Is that what's happening? %14 success. I almost want to try it, even though it would cost most of my influence.
Ready to go.
Your orders?
Reporting in.
%19. Control points in enemies. Yeah, there it is. Alright, let's try it.
Them on board.
It's going to cost most of my influence,
Ready
but
for
fuck it.
orders.
Standing by for orders.
43 days till we have consolidated control.
I'm here.
Who are you allied with? It's New Zealand. I can't tell. Estonia. Australia. United Kingdom is kind of fucked up right now. Ooh. Alright.
I will try to sway the public.
Ready for my mission. We must persuade the people.
Yeah, we're working on it.
We'll bring this nation to
We
our
believe
side.
we can join them as brothers and sisters if we only convince them we are worthy.
Yeah, fuck you.
We've moved the needle.
7%. Cool.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
There we go. 14%.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Superior Judith Howell, leading Sunday schoolers.
For generations, laser weapons have been a science fiction staple, but their development for military application has been hampered not purely by their extreme energy requirements, but also thermal blooming. A laser heats the air it passes through, and the subsequent change in air density in turn causes a continued beam to defocus and lose strength. This is true. To compound the problem, beam will bend towards cooler air, which has blighted previous prototypes with poor accuracy. The most obvious response is to further concentrate the beam, but this simply makes the air around it even hotter and thus perpetuates the issue. At last, however, scientists have been able to perfect lasers which fire in brief, high-power pulses rather than a sustained ray. While thermal blooming is not an issue in the airless vacuum of space, it is, just not at noticeable differences, light and therefore strength dissipation over great distances still very much is. As we develop next-generation energy technologies, far more devastating laser weapons for use both within and beyond our skies will become eminently possible. What did you choose to research? Nuclear fission in space? Cool, let's blow up space. Xenology lab. Okay.
We've got our people in place.
Nice.
We were unable to establish control.
Ah, but I rolled 69. Damn. Is it now? Like, I almost feel like we should be subverting controls here. But all of these points are defended, which is kind of bullshit. So, they're taking control of the European Union. Crap. That's frustrating as shit.
Bringing them
Go
to
on
our
there.
side.
Your orders?
It's gone down. Cool.
We'll make our appeal.
Reporting in.
We don't have any money for that. Oh, right. Wrong place. Cool.
I will tell our story.
Reporting in.
Can we crack down on any of these fucking control points? Ooh. Let's try this. At least disrupt some of their...
Removing our enemies.
In the worst cases, our only option might be imposing a complete regime change on another nation.
Yeah, let's try not to do that. Am I playing well? I don't know. I've played for 3.5 or 2.5 hours, and I have no idea if I'm succeeding. Take me there. Where the hell is Olaroon?
How could one so young, coddled as you are by the modern world, begin to understand what war is? I did what had to be done. Closing your eyes and wishing the monster away only makes you an easier meal. Colonel Hans Castillo, during a war crimes trial.
Living with the certainty we are not alone requires we change from observing the cold worlds of our outer solar system when it suits some scientific purpose to actively monitoring them as an intelligence-gathering operation, like Sentinels on the Watchtower. With Earth and space stations constantly in motion, doing so requires an integrated network of sensors and analysts ready to investigate whether a transient blip is a small and simple chunk of nickel and iron on a grand journey through the universe, or an alien spacecraft coasting towards Earth. Research alien origin. So where is this? Olaroon? Is way outside the solar system. Way outside this. Okay, it's in the Oort cloud. Gotcha.
I will report when my mission is complete.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
The people will come to our side.
2%. Orbital ship. Interesting. Xenoflora defoliants project.
We're taking over.
Okay.
We're in control here.
Nice. Fuck you, Academy. Now we have a foothold in Poland. Not that we want it, necessarily. Out of control in the Recife region, we should consider using the Assault Alien Asset mission or sending an army to reduce its spread. Is that here? No, that's Belém. Recife? Where's Recife?
This is the nation's screen.
Seriously, where's Recife? Oh, it's here. Okay. Density severe. Ooh. That's not good. Density light.
At your service.
Problem is, I don't have anybody that can do anything about it. Unless I don't have the money. But let's try it. UNESCO! Sabotage facilities, inspire, surveil location, stabilize nation. Can't do shit. Advise. Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory. A fixer, you say? Nothing that you can do that I need. A celebrity? Let's recruit a celebrity. Let's not do that. Control space asset. That's kind of cool. Assault alien asset. That's the mission that we need. Operative. So wait, you... None of this matters because I don't have enough control. Okay. I don't have enough slots for more people. I could get rid of somebody.
What's the op?
Would that be worth doing? Your loyalty is 2. But then I can't hire another counselor yet. Because I would need more influence. Shit. Alright, we'll stick and see what we can get next turn.
Ready.
Home nation, F1, okay. Like, I feel like I'm supposed to
Where
move
to?
people in and out of the council. Like, relatively consistently.
I will tell our story.
Standing by.
Standing by. Making our case.
Ready for orders.
Mass media control point in Australia is not what I want. Control points in neighbors. 3% chance. 10% chance. All right.
I will try to sway the public.
Gotta convince people that the aliens need to be resisted. Energy lab, okay. They have not come in peace. Images of obvious alien military ships and structures in the far solar system has dashed hopes worldwide for peaceful contact. Many who wish to seek an avenue of cooperation with the aliens are changing their views in light of some of the first hard facts about their arrival. Roughly half the control points belonging to the Academy will suffer the crackdown effect for 12 months. Nice. The Academy suffers a massive loss in public opinion around the world. All nations' cohesion moves by one toward extreme values. Oh, that's so good. Fuck you. You're gonna get fucking purged.
Move the needle.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Ooh, 12%. Crit success. Nice.
We laud the Romans for assimilating rather than exterminating other nations. But we should not forget that their siege weapons were terrible things to behold. History is littered with accounts of opponents simply surrendering as they watched Roman catapults approaching their walls. Colonel Hans Castillo, guest lectured to officer candidates.
No matter the technological advancements we might yet make, our ability to voyage through the stars will be inherently limited by what the human body can endure. Mind resources are not, however, at risk of liquefied internal organs during high-speed space transit. Mass drivers employ electromagnetic acceleration to essentially hurl unmanned cargo through space at breathtaking speeds, charging and then firing their payloads in the manner of a catapult, albeit one fueled by vast amounts of electricity and capable of firing its shots across millions of kilometers. While mass drivers are not a new concept, our latest breakthroughs enable us to instantaneously feed them far greater quantities of energy than ever before, thus enabling the rapid long-distance transport of exponentially greater masses. The most immediate practical application of mass drivers is to ferry essential and precious minerals mined from asteroids and other heavenly bodies back to Earth with a minimum of delay. This technology will bring about a sea change in our ability to replenish and grow our local resource stores. Further research should be able to refine and even miniaturize the concept behind mass drivers in the hope of integrating them into weapons capable of truly devastating punch. What did you choose to research? Advanced carbon manipulation? That's probably good. January 7 January. That's not going to change. Okay.
We failed to take control.
Oh, I missed it by 1. It's fine. We're going to be purging a lot. Alright.
I'm here.
You can't purge.
Ready for my mission.
You can't purge.
I'm here.
You cannot purge.
Reporting in.
You sure the hell can. Okay, I understand what they were going for now.
We're taking power.
Basically the idea
What's
that,
the up?
oh, aliens are coming, they come in peace, and then finally when it's revealed that they're not, everybody's like, ah, shit. Assault enemy space asset. Interesting.
Ready for my mission.
Where to?
Your chances of controlling here. 14%. Give that another try. I should not have spent that much influence, but that's okay. Campaign.
Your orders? Make our appeal.
It has always been true that we must leave the cradle if our species is to survive. If these aliens are indeed hostile, the time to go is now.
Sure. Want to get that influence.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Cool.
Our cause is unjustified to them.
Damn. Come on, crit success. This has consolidated executive control in Sierra Leone. This unlocks certain powerful options in the set policy missions. Okay.
Our people have taken control.
Nice.
We still lack support.
Damn. Recruiting. You have excellent command. And that's kind of what I need right now. But I didn't get enough stuff. Apparent loyalty set to loyalty. Interesting. Ooh, that's not good. Yes, I know.
Ready for my mission.
You want to know what I can do about it? A fuck nothing. What if we have you do this? That's going to cost influence. I don't want to do that. Sabotage requires ops, advise, set national policy. I guess try to control Australia again.
Bringing them on board.
Ready.
Where do you need me? Making our case.
Ready.
Where to? We'll make our appeal.
Ready for orders.
I would like you to continue with your purging, please. Can't do that. We're not popular enough there. Got that place locked down. Oof, they are having a bad time. I really want to undermine the academy just fucking all over the place.
Terminating the opposition.
Alright, open research. Get some xenoflora default. No, that's not what I want. Do alien origin, but don't make it a priority yet. See if we can't take control of one of these. Thank you for bringing me on board.
Our case remains unheard.
Damn it, missed it by 2 again.
Public opinion remains unmoved.
Damn.
We've removed some threats.
Nice.
Our presence is growing.
Okay, we control Australia. We're at 201.
Standing by.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Let's take a look at you. Augment. I want you to get better... command. Remove trait insecure. That's kind of a good one. Let's get you more command, because I need to send you on missions. More persuasion? More persuasion. Not what I wanted. Your espionage sucks. Your science is pretty okay. What is that good for? Administration is good for 1 additional org tier. Let's get you more science. Persuasion. Okay.
Reporting in.
I need you to go over here. Ooh, that's looking bad. That's looking fine. That's looking awful. That would be most of our ops, but gotta do it.
Going in.
What's the op?
All right, we'll do one more week, and then I'm going to stop the stream for tonight because it's 10:30. Once they control those control points, ooh, it is hard to get through there. Ghana, Congo. Not you guys. Not you guys. Who is that?
Surveilling target.
Tell me who he is and what he's doing.
Ready to go.
At your service. I will tell our story.
Ready to go.
Standing by.
I will tell our story.
Standing by for orders.
Now, that being said, we do have a slightly better chance here. Not enough for it to be significant. Haiti has no allies. That's not good for them. Can't control anything there. Everything there is fine. You need to be purged. Spain has basically given up, apparently. Cool. Not what I wanted to do. What are the chances of controlling Kazakhstan? Not at all cool. Russia? Not so good. Anybody else have launch platform capabilities? Belarus. European Union has some in general. Italy has some. Interesting. Toulouse Space Center. Okay. Vanity First is taking control of Greece for some reason. Sri Lanka. What about India? No.
They'll
Try
be
that.
running this place in no time.
Mum's last years were a blur of doctors and treatments. By that point, every movement was painful. The one thing she loved was her aquatic therapy. Whenever I was home on leave, I'd take her to the pool for hours. Weightless, smiling, free. Commander Fiona Ayawade, during a psychological evaluation.
The old rules of aerospace cease to be when there is less aero and more space. Craft built for the purpose of traveling, transporting, and fighting in space have greater allowance for design versatility when friction and drag are no longer an issue. Materials can be more dense and designs can be more utilitarian. This does mean, however, that ships built for space must be built in space, at least if we are to avoid time-consuming and costly haulage from Earth, not to mention finding room for the colossal factories. Once the sizable initial investment is complete, orbital shipyards will provide an essential anchorage from which commerce, construction, and combat vessels alike will be born. Kind of usurping this one. Outpost halves. Alright, let's see what happens.
Surveillance complete.
We estimate that the counselor has a loyalty score of 1. Ugh. Critical success. In the intel section.
Wrapping up here.
You have so many orgs. How did you get so many orgs? I think we could turn her. That might be interesting. Social Science Lab, continue.
We've moved the needle.
50%, half the public now supports us. Very nice.
Our case remains unheard.
Missed it by 5 again. Legislature control point in Ireland. Okay, that's bad. Who? Do we know who? Just says our adversaries. I guess it doesn't necessarily matter who.
Unable to destroy target.
I missed it by 1! Oh, that's infuriating.
We were unable to establish control.
Missed it by 8, or 12. Jeez, so close. The Interplanetary Warships Project. Okay. Can't do that without orbital construction, but, you know. The initial global upheaval in response to the alien arrival has calmed somewhat, with various political and economic interests recognizing that whatever the aliens are doing, the end of the world is not immediately upon us. With a sense of emergency fading, entrenched power structures are reasserting their authority, and humans are spending more time worrying about each other than about the aliens. In short, our moment to strike quickly is passing. Our counselors report that their missions are taking longer to plan and conduct, as they must navigate the old protocols for travel, security, and international contacts. We can still move forward, and some of our missions will have a greater impact as we spend more time on them, but everything will take longer to accomplish. Mission assignment phases will occur twice a month going forward. Okay.
Your orders?
Coup d'etat, coup d'etat.
Acknowledged.
5,000 research points. We must know the target's actual loyalty. Okay. Let's keep trying to investigate you.
Eyes on target.
Where to? Taking it to them.
All right.
Your orders?
This game is very complicated. I love the granularity and the detail and the idea that just because there's an alien invasion doesn't mean that everybody is going to coalesce and come around. I think that's awesome. I think that's really, really cool. But we have barely scratched the surface of this game. So we're going to be playing it some more. Cool. But I'll be ending the stream here. So thanks everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good rest of your week. I will be streaming probably on Thursday because I picked up Dragon Quest HD 1 and 2 or HD 2D Remakes 1 and 2 and I want to play that, and I want to play it on stream so I can, you know, share the joy and nostalgia. And then Saturday will be Adventure Select, so more D&D shenanigans as we get to the end of our first story arc, but don't tell anybody, that's a secret. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks for watching. Make sure to check out all the other stuff that we do on the channel. If you're watching on Twitch, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you feel like it, I guess. I don't know. And if you're watching the VOD on Twitch, I always stream on... I do my best to always stream on Mondays, and I try to stream on Fridays and occasionally Saturdays for Adventure Select. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great night, have a great week, and I will see you next time.